iDiski Times, now available in stores around the country for only R3.50.
iDiskiTV, powered by World Sports Betting. We've come then to the end of the season, the CAF Champions League and everything else that was wrapped up last week. In this episode, we'll talk about how the South African teams performed in Africa. We'll take you through their journey, and so will let us know what it thinks about the whole performance, whether or not it was a big fail or there were steps taken forward as well. If you want to know anything about the under-23 teams, check us on YouTube and on Facebook as well today. On Friday, you will find us talking for an hour on Massive Metro in a radio show, all things the under-23s. So if you want to hear what we thought about the under-23s, about the result against Japan, 1-0, what do we think about that? You will find us here on YouTube. If you're looking for that, for a full hour, we'll give you everything about that. And we'll also look ahead of the France game on Sunday as well. We'll preview that as well. Tso Vilakazi, as always, thank you very much for your time, sir. Kaizer Chiefs in the final of the CAF Champions League, Mamelodi Sundowns in the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League, and then there was Orlando Pirates as well, knocked out in the quarterfinals of the CAF Confederations Cup. Earlier on in the tournament, Confed Cup, Bloemfontein Celtic were also knocked out very early on. Focusing on the three big teams, how do you think, in your opinion, in South Africa fared with CAF competitions?
Justice, ngibulisa Junior Khanye, ngibulisa no Drake, ngibulisa nanomakhaya ukuthi nisupporte njalo iDiskiTV. Libeka nje benjalo ngijiki futhi. Nkuleko for mina after I will say a couple of years, good performance to the teams ukuthi babe laphana, because we normally have one Sundowns season in, season out, Sundowns, but last season Sundowns, Pirates, Confed, and also Celtic. I think we can do more, but well done to the teams. I mean, it's not easy to play go competition in final because you play with the best. So if we're saying we are the best, you need to compete with the best. Obviously, that's what they did. They competed with the best, even though they've lost, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel that these teams, they're working. And I hope we can improve on that. I see we do have quality players, and just small details. Nati, that powerhouse, like when you go to Egypt, wow, Abu Alahi, Abu Zamalek, those are powerhouse. You go to Tunisia and Akona, Morocco, we're talking about big teams. So Nati, we can't do that, and we've shown now, especially in the Champions League, where Sundowns is the final, Chiefs is the final. It tells you there's something good that we're doing. We just have to improve on that so that we can also gain that respect. Team Africa, when they think about Pirates, Sundowns, Chiefs, now they know Lama team, what is it that they can do.
Yeah, it wasn't always rosy because I remember we were critical of Orlando Pirates, CAF Confederations Cup, group stages. I remember they played against Abo Enyimba, Al Ahly, Libya. We were not always satisfied, and it showed itself against the Raja, which it was comprehensive. It was men against boys. They came and they bossed us to Orlando Stadium, and when we went there, they bossed us. It was like 4-0, and we saw Orlando Pirates capitulating. Or Lodge, the offside trap. Striker Sako Siso is the last man of the defense as well. It was upside down. What did you make of Orlando Pirates? Yes, quarterfinals, Gushuguti, you are only like 2 legs before your final, but I think that there were some signs of there's a distance between us and the North Africans. Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, Ngulego, ubadliwe lapha quarter final. I mean, sibonile first league, and we're like, every team is going to bulldoze the car.
Yeah.
So it tells you when they are home, you cannot touch them. It's all about experience, Nkulego. These guys, they've been playing this type of games for years and years and years. And even the players that they buy them, they get very good players and experienced players that they are not afraid to go away and bulldoze them opponent away. So it's all about experience. And I mean, you've seen the Pirates good team. experience because when you play home, you need to show that you're home. Make them fear where baksabe lapha kakuthi esal so dlala Pirates away. Pirates, they'll do this, they'll do that, and that. But it's for them after a long time. I think it's a learning curve ukuthi bafundile ukuthi to play in this type of games. It's not a game yabantwana. It's a game. It's a big game for big boys. So you need real big boys that they can stand in that field of play. Beside the coaches on the bench, but they need to also, to show that they're putting their foot right in the field of play. So I hope they've learned against the Raja, because the Raja, wow, good level. Yeah, but winning. It tells you ukuthi now, but Pirates not the real good their pet team. It's only the experience, because sometimes you can have a good team, but if you don't have experience in that good team, you're not going to win anything. Because experience, you're not going to go and waiting a shop. You must earn it. So these guys, by playing this type of games every season, they earn experience. That's why they will always look as if they were always better than us. It's because they playing these games. Now they understand when you go away, how do you prepare yourself, uziphatha kanjani, ubulldozer kanjani ama opponents at home, because the experience, especially playing against a team that is not playing season in season out in type of game afana, it's easy. So in North Africa they dominate this because they take these games very serious.
Yeah, man. I'm sure the Orlando Pirates defense will remember Ben Malango. I know Uguti, even Manje, there's speculations of Uguti he's going to go to a Middle East, 10 million, 5 million. It shows Uguti, those North African sides, they don't joke around when it comes to transfers of players and the type of players that they get to compete in these tournaments. Raja Casablanca was very impressive. Remember as well that if you want to hear us talking about the under-23 national team at the Olympics, there's an 1 hour radio show on a Massive Metro. It's also here on YouTube that you can go and find out what we thought about the first game, what we think about the game against France as well. We'll do the same thing again next week, Friday. And then Mamelodi Sundowns. I mean, they were the first team to get out of the group stages. I remember they played with Imazembe, Badlalanga, Babenza Bandwana. We thought that Sundowns were going to be our hope with CAF Champions League. But I did say, and a lot of us did say, Uguti, as much as they did well in the group stages, there were concerns. You guys were concerned about the rotation, the type of players that they are putting in, and we went as far as saying they're not going to win it. And for the second time in a row, they lost to Al Ahly in the quarterfinals. And in 2020, lost to Al Ahly in the quarterfinal in 2021 as well. Can you blame them? Is there anything about the way that they approached the CAF Champions League? What could they have improved, Bono?
Nkuleko yazi kunale nkulumo esinokukhuluma ebholweni ukuthi if it's not broken, don't fix. So they let it down. Sundowns was they wanted to fix something that is not broken. There's nothing wrong. Coach Pizzo built the Sundowns and then he left the Sundowns. Why shared the team. He winile. They've got the core of the team. They've got all the good players. The captain, all of those guys. So when you come in, there's nothing wrong when you have to continue. Time will come where you'll make changes. When changes are needed, but you don't just make changes without anything wrong or whatever reason. Because for me, there were changes for unnecessary reasons. Because I couldn't really understand. I'll make a good example about the captain. I mean, Ukekana, he's been doing very well for his Sundowns. He's been doing very well. So you ask yourself, what made the technical team Sundowns to decide with Bambege Penchi? And he was one of the players that was really leading the team. When he's in the field of play, you can see everyone's comfortable. Everyone is willing to work with him. Pushing the team going forward. So I think the technical team is Sundowns for me now. They just need to look at themselves and say, look, we let these boys down.
Can you not see it as the bad luck of the draw? I mean, you get, because even Nopito Al Ahly quarterfinals last year. same problem occurred for the current regime, can you not say maybe emngwazini bakhutshwe ne bad team? It's like, yo, you could have found anyone, but on 2 occasions you just found Al Ahly.
Man, ukhumbule futhi ukuthi we saying if you want to be the best, you need to play with the best and beat the best. So we can't say Sundowns maybe mhlambe idlale ne-Esperance or idlale nani. No. They want to be the best.
Yeah.
So for you to be the best, you need to play with the best and beat the best. So yes, we can say Isan by badliwa yibo quarter final again bazodlala nabo quarter final. So you know these people bakudlile quarter final. Uzodlala nabo futhi again go quarter final. I mean, you need to, because we are buzz now, you need to plan. Your plan needs to change now. Good, as by Basila we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Australian last sitting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, because yes, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's possible, but you know, you need to change how you approach them now, because of Bakhlil. So, I'm saying if you want to be the best, play with the best, beat the best.
The last team then in the CAF Champions League or CAF Competitions that we will discuss will be Kaizer Chiefs. Unexpectedly, they went as far as the final. So, Orlando Pirates quarterfinals Confed Cup. Bloemfontein Celtic very early on Confed Cup. Sundowns quarterfinals of the Champions League. Kaizer Chiefs at least go as far as the final. Although, of course, it was so, you couldn't explain why exactly based on the matches that we were seeing. But in a way, they kind of boosted us as South Africa in that, in as much as we had quarterfinals, we Confed, we CAF, we Champions League, at least we have one team in the final. What did you make of their run, Bona, we CAF Champions League?
I'm a coach for life. You know, it Chiefs is surprising everyone, and I believe even now by themselves they were surprised they can go this far. And you know, sometimes when we go to he has more far amandla than ukusebenzisa. Sometimes ukufaka amandla kumele ukusebenzele than using your brain, because sometimes you're using your brain but you don't react. But when you react, you know, you'll get the results. So I think it Chiefs look no, like me personal, I never gave them any chance. Mafika makuta kuma group stages ngathi mina ngiyabaphuma kuma group stages. But bathi mabaphuma kuma group stages ngathi mina hey this team, don't be surprised you see Chiefs ku final. I remember like kuthiwa in fact the Chiefs yakho uyayithanda but angeke baze baye ku final. Kanjani ku final lo muntu lo awudlala ne one lapha yana eyabasha 4 ngathi mina yona iyabasha 4 kodwa angeke wazi man the way besa ngakhona bazofika efinalini and badlula. You know, yazi imangaze everyone, but it's good for brand it South Africa ku Champions League, because our team is go finally, but all of us we knew very good my finally now. There's no way they will beat Tilentuzana or Upito Lapana, because, and I said it for to Upito knows the Chiefs. Alach, they've got experienced players, very big players that are playing in the national team as Egypt. And when you look at the Chiefs compared to them pound to pound, I mean, they can't match those players. So when you look at the coach again with the experience for winning, I mean, I'm surprised even today we as Kulumina some celebrate when he's one coach here in Africa. And we're not saying anything. And the worst part is coming from the south. You know, we always rate the ones from the north. Yeah, but the south, we don't even think something good can come from this side. But look at Coach Pitts, what he did. You know, why winning Sundowns or winning last season in Alach, where he playing the foot now. We defend the foot now, man. And we defend I am a chance. You could see good Lomundia Yazland. lo muntu ayiplanela lento uyayazi kahle uyayenza yonke ngize ngathi nangefina ngathi mina you know playing against uPizzo waba ne record finish uphelile ngoba uPizzo khona ukuthi akusqueeze uphelele akusqueeze ukuthi akusqueeze akufake imbomeni encane uphelele so maso shorta ke uzoba njani because the red uzoba exposed because le base lezi azifunayo you will be there even anomuntu ufuna ukuzama ukuvala that's what Chiefs they try to do and mina for Chiefs inkuleko sometimes as we just need to say let's go for it you know mina I was going to leave Atazwane and Dylan Shepard no Molfinseki baqedelele inkuleko mawubheka indlela yabo mabeza these guys did well you know beating with that bayidle ekhaya nga1 ba defend lana bese they go through it tells you something yabona yes I know ukuthi Stuart was doing things behind the scenes but one thing that people if you understand is kuleko when you're doing things behind the scenes it's different when doing things in front of us.
Wrapping it up then, we've done at least most of the groundwork in terms of giving you an idea of how teams in South Africa did in CAF Champions League and in CAF competitions overall. Your verdict then, next year we're going with Amazulu, we're going with Sundowns, we're going with Orlando Pirates, we're also going with Maromo Gallants, the guys that won the Nedbank Cup, TTM. Did we do well, in your opinion, this season? And how well are we going to do next year?
I expect our teams next season. The worst scenario, the worst scenario can be semi-final. If Bayern works semi-final, because Pirates have gained experience now, they know what to expect. Abantu that I'm not really sure about. It's Amazulu, ne Gallant ukuthi bazoba njani.
Tournament experience.
Yeah, because experience nguleko counts. So I don't know bazoyenza. I will just gonna wish them all the best, you know, for we careful upon. Over Sundowns, we expect Sundowns that they need to pull up their socks. It's Sundowns. It's one team that you can't take no as an answer from them. With the quality that they've got, you can't take a no for an answer. So they need next season they need to go there and win it.
All right, so there you go. Mamelodi Sundowns 2 quarterfinals back to back against Al Ahly 2020, 2021. Same thing with the same team as well. I agree with Tso. Maybe we want them to do better because they are the leader of South Africa. They are the face of South African football in terms of winning 4 league titles in a row. Yes, 4 league titles in a row. So Nina nilithemba lethu in terms of even with CAF competitions, you are the only ones who've been taking it seriously over the past 7 years, and it showed that you won it as well. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, and World Sports Betting. Thank you so much for watching us.